The future of the DCEU is predominantly going to be involved with the Batman universe. If you haven't been sleeping under a rock, they are currently shooting the BatGirl movie, which will air on HBO Max apparently towards the end of this year. It's currently shooting in Scotland, Glasgow, technically part of Great Britain, which could introduce the boy wonder Robin. And this is where the Bat universe is really going to come into fruition. So, yo, what is good YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the daily pop culture based content we do here. We cover a wide variety of subjects. We do predominantly focus on Marvel and DC, but we do other videos, Kaiju, Monsterverse, PS5 videos, video game videos. We cover everything literally. So make sure to subscribe to help the channel. If you want more videos, also comment for the algorithm. Also check us out on Instagram at Warstu. That would be very much appreciated. If you want to see the beautiful face behind the voice, also check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. Right, let's get into the video. So, the Flash movie coming out this coming November will feature Ben Affleck Batman, who in my opinion is the best Batman we have got thus far. Also, it will feature Michael Keaton, Batman in some capacity. He's probably going to be in it a lot more than Batfleck will. And this is where the Bat universe is really going to kick off, because whatever happens in this movie, it is going to reboot the DCEU as we know it at the moment. It's not going to erase the Snyderverse. It's going to use the best parts of the Snyderverse, i.e. Zack Snyder's casting these characters, and it'll drive a new continuity and a new universe. So, as I've always said on this channel, I always support anything Marvel DC orientated that I'm interested in. I really am interested in this concept of the Batman universe going forward. So, we go past the Flash, we get to BatGirl, and BatGirl's only been shooting a little while, and so far we know Michael Keaton is most likely going to be mentoring BatGirl in some capacity. Although Michael Keaton hasn't been seen on the set thus far, doesn't mean he's not in it. He's on the casting list for it. He's a supporting role under, obviously, Leslie Grace. She is BatGirl, aka Barbara Gordon. She's the main star. Michael Keaton might be a bigger name, but he can't have a bigger role than BatGirl herself. So we see a memorial, and we see Robin on that. Boy Wonder, aka Nightwing. Then what happens is we get rumors, you know, all these people on the internet, on the Twitter sphere, jump on that we're getting a Nightwing movie. But if you go back to Chris McCade, he wanted to direct something to do with Nightwing, so Nightwing project could come off the back of that. What I find fascinating is when images and stuff come out, you get these people on Twitter, they seem to think they know what they're on about, and they jump on a theory, but because they've got some, I guess you could say, Twitter clout, they make out it's factual, so no one knows if Nightwing is going to appear in the BatGirl series, although I believe it is more of a series than a movie because it's on HBO Max and it is really a series-based streaming service to a certain degree. So it is rumored, we're not going to say it's been confirmed, but Dylan O'Brien.
Your name gets thrown out a lot when people talk about casting for the Nightwing movie, and I just wanted to know.
For Nightwing?
Nightwing, what are your thoughts? It's Robin as an adult.
He's like, let me tell you,
he would be so good.
He would be good?
Robin as a young man.
Robin grows up to be like a 20-something, you know, his own superhero. So what would you say to do in something
Wait,
like
Robin?
So
Nightwing is Robin?
Yeah,
Yes.
like the adult Robin.
Yes.
Clearly I'm meant for the role.
Yeah.
Fans, I think, would love to have me after this interview.
Clearly, obviously. But your name gets thrown around a lot for it, so what do you think, obviously?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
If we can
you
all be
guys
in
just
it.
sold it. Yeah, I'd have to put these guys in my contract.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Has been rumored. He did currently follow the actress playing Batgirl, and Batgirl currently followed him. So I guess you could say it's unofficially being confirmed. And people are saying that Dylan O'Brien is playing Nightwing or Robin. That would be freaking fantastic. So it's a bit obvious they are building up the Bat universe in the main continuity in this timeline. Then we get to Earth 2, and we've obviously got Matt Reeves, the Batman, played by Robert Pattinson. 3-hour movie, which looks freaking fantastic. And then they're building that universe around that Batman movie, and then around the HBO Max spin-offs, the Penguin, Colin Farrell, the GCPD one. They're going to build a plethora around that. So it is fair to say the future of the DCEU is the Bat universe, the Batmen, the Bat family, if you like. And eventually, at some point, I am presuming there will be a new Batman, because Michael Keaton, as cool as he is, he's not going to stick around long term. Potentially, they could turn a Nightwing or Robin into the main male figure of the DCEU. Now, I know a lot of people are going, go woke or go broke. Just because they have Sasha Calle, Supergirl, does not mean they're going woke or broke. And just because they have Leslie Grace, Batgirl, does not mean they're going woke or going broke. And just because they have Gal Gadot Dot Wonder Woman, who was part of the Holy Trinity. They're just not using Batman and Superman at the moment. Personally, yes, sure, bro. It doesn't make sense to me either, but this is what they apparently are giving the perception and the image of what they are actually doing. And not only that, we've got the Gotham Knights video game that comes out later this year, hopefully, that does feature Batgirl herself and also features a plethora of other BatFamily characters. So there is a report going around. Let's label this as a report because I read about this about a year and a half ago, but I guess I will give creditation to the website reporting this, but I don't actually think it's their scoop, although it might be labeled that. So the hashtag show is reporting a live action Red Hood movie is in development for HBO Max, but it's a bit suspicious to me that this is coming out after the NightWing series stuff is coming out. So we will give creditation to them. So it says we can share DC has secretly been working on a Red Hood script with the idea of it going straight to HBO Max. They're currently looking for a director with no cast in place just yet. This follows the plan last year of making small-scale DC films for HBO Max exclusively. So they have the tentpole films like Aquaman 2, The Batman, The Flash, but then fill out the roster with characters like the Blue Beetle that has been upgraded to a fully fledged theatrical release. Now, what's interesting here is technically, as far as I understand from my sources, they can't greenlight movies. They can't greenlight anything that wasn't already in the works before the Discovery merger. Now, I say it's loosely a merger, but it's really a buyout. I guess it's for tax reasons why they're calling it a merger. So it will be interesting to see what they change. But let's just run this like it's real. So the plot apparently is like this. The plot will follow a similar setup to The Batman, Death in the Family, with Jason Todd seamlessly dying at the hands of the Joker, only to reappear to extract vengeance. The film would take multiple perspectives with the Jason Todd, the Batman, Nightwing, the GCPD, and even the Joker. There's no word if they bring in cast actors, whoever played these roles in previous films, or if they're cast different actors. However, we can confirm that they will connect to Chris McKay's up-and-coming NightWing movie. So it's safe to assume that whoever is cast as Nightwing in that movie will play him in the Red Hood movie. But recently, Jensen Ackles...
What's the one role you want, or what's the one Marvel movie or DC movie that you'd love to be a part of?
Oh gosh. Well, there's a DC property that currently developing right now with Warner Brothers and some other good partners that I've got my fingers crossed for. But again, I'm not going to talk about it because you don't want to jinx it.
No, you're not going to jinx it. I sent him
revealed on a podcast that he is currently has his fingers crossed for a secret DC property that is currently in development. Now, this actor is known predominantly for his work on the CW series Smallville, and he is going to feature in the 3rd season of The Boys, and some people have conspirized and said that he is going to be Red Hood. Although there is no official information, I will play the clip from Michael's podcast Inside of You podcast. Either I'll put a clip at the start of the video or I'll put a clip just before I say this. But having Ackles being DC's Red Hood would be very freaking interesting. But what I find interesting about this whole Red Hood article report is there's no actual official information. No casting has been made as of yet. Warner Bros. Is wanting director's approval